Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be interviewing my best friend's mom, Maria. So welcome, Maria. Can I have your first and last name?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Vaca de Jesus Rodriguez.
All right. So I heard a story about you being a miracle baby. Do you want to describe why you're a miracle baby to your mom?
Oh, yes. I was born in Mexico, and in Mexico, back in the days, I was born in 1975. They don't have hospitals or clinics. I was the hospital from there, Mexico, be their homes or their ranches, or where their horses, the animals. And I was born in the ranch. My mom got a seizure when she was in labor. She was losing a lot of blood. It was so hard. She had two people with her, and she said that she just heard people saying that I was not going to make it because, first of all, I was born small. They said I was I couldn't fit in the shoe of a box. That I was really small and petite, and I weighted, I think it was 4 pounds, and yeah, and she said that that's what she named me Maria de Jesus because of the Virgin Mary, because she thought that I was going to die, and she was scared. She was like, "This is my miracle, my Virgencita Maria," and that's why they call me Maria de Jesus.
That's very interesting. And what part of Mexico were you born in?
I was born in Michoacan, but it's a small little town. It's called Ario de Rayon, and it's like 2 hours and a half from Guadalajara, from Jalisco.
Okay. And do you have any siblings? If so, how many?
Yes, I do. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother.
Okay. And did you get along? Do you get along with them?
Oh, yes, I did. But like sisters, and we're always fighting, and being sisters, we're always had that love and fighting relationship.
Mm-hmm. And I heard that you have a brother. Do you want to talk about that story about him?
Oh yeah, my little brother. I don't know if I mentioned that I'm the oldest of the 4. I'm the oldest. And my brother, he's the third of the baby. He's the middle one, and I treat my brother like my son, because when we're like a good relationship, because when my mom had my brother, and then my younger sister, my mom had a stroke. My mom had a stroke when my brother was born. My brother, right away when my brother was born, right away, he was there at the hospital. He was born in General Hospital in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And my aunts, it's my dad's sisters, they're the ones who raised my brother. But on the weekends, being the oldest, because I had to take care of my other siblings, I will take care of my little brother. And my brother is like a special person, because he's like, I see him like a son to me.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother passed away. He passed away when he was 20 years old. And today, April the 6th, today's his birthday.
Oh,
He
interesting.
he had it to turn 40, but you know what? He's always
here in
He's
spirit.
always, exactly.
Yeah.
And my heart and later on I'll talk about my single parenting. I was a single mom.
Okay.
But he was a special person in my kid's life. He was like a father figure for him. That's why he's a special for him.
Okay. Going back to you being born and being coming to the U.S., when did you and your family move to the U.S.?
My dad came first. It was my dad and my uncle. They came first. And then 2 years later, a year later, because I was born in October 12th, and then I was I was 4 months, 5 months
Oh, wow.
old when I came here.
Uh-huh.
But how they crossed me, it's going to be funny, but they crossed me as a boy. They dressed me as a boy.
Did they shave your head too?
No, because I didn't have no hair.
Oh.
I didn't have no hair. But they dressed me, and I was like, I know back in the days, but they used to do that. But I was my cousin's. I used his birth certificate, but I was as a boy. But sometimes I ask my mom, I go, "Hi, Ma," I go, "Boy, you're not scared?" And they would check my diaper that I didn't have a wiener, and I just had like the little kids a vagina. But yeah, I was a boy when I came to the United States.
Okay. Do you still have family in Mexico?
Yes, I do.
Do you still keep in contact with them?
Oh yes. I have my grandparents there.
Okay.
But my grandpa passed away 3 years ago, and right now who's alive? It's my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have two aunts there in Mexico, and then I have a lot of cousins there. But since I was, because I was a resident alien, I became when I believe I was 9 years old and 10, and then. Or I think I was younger. I can't remember. But my mom would send us every year in the summer. We used to go to Mexico every year to visit my grandparents. And then for my mom will help my dad to work and get money. They will send us over there they won't get a babysitter. But yeah, every year we used to go to Mexico to visit my grandparents.
That's nice. So now you're here in California.
Yes.
So can you describe where you grew up and what city and how many years?
Oh, yes. I grew up in Los Angeles, in Lincoln Heights. And like I said, I was here since I was 4 months. Since I was born here. I've been here for, oh my God, it's 47 years plus. I'll be 48, but I've been since Lincoln Heights for, rest of my life. And hopefully many more to continue, but right now I live in Alhambra, and then I grew up in Lincoln Heights, and I went to Gates Street Elementary School, and I went to Nightingale Middle School, and then I went to Lincoln High School, and I graduated, and I got my diploma.
All right, that's cool. And did you have a lot of friends in school, elementary, middle, and high school?
You know what? No. Growing up, I was I was a shy little girl. I didn't have no friends. I was I started talking when I was probably in second grade, third grade, because I was scared. I was so shy that I didn't want to talk to no one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. So if you grew up in Lincoln Heights, did you know my mom?
You know what? When she showed me the pictures, your mom engaged to enjoy team. I'm I think, because I have a bad memory, and I think so, probably.
That's funny.
So it's a small world. We never know who we're going to meet.
What did you do in your free time after school?
When I was in elementary?
Elementary, middle, or high school?
In elementary, let me tell you. My mom, and we still talk about it with my sister, Veronica. My sister is 45. Like I said, I'm the oldest. We laugh because my mom used to dress up so funky. Oh my God. Puffy dress. Come on. We're in elementary. In the rain, okay? With puffy dresses. With little ruffled socks. With the little high heels. And the rain. What the? And then my mom used to paint. Oh, she had it to be so straight with her hair. Oh no, but it had to be so perfect. Sometimes we had to we look chinitas. I sometimes we had the biggest headache because our eye was so stretched, and then she was so tough. And then my mom, she's a tough woman. She's pendeja, no we used to like, damn, mom, you're hurting us. But we had coming back, after our at school, we had to do our homework, and then we had to do help my mom with the dish. Oh, I was in charge because my dad used to like fry beans, and my dad is really a bad eater. He just wanted to eat only meat and fried beans, fresh every day, and I was in charge of the fried beans. After school, since I had to do my fried beans because my dad liked how I did his fried beans. And then I help my mom at home, and go on the weekends. Me and Veronica used to go to the laundry. We didn't have a lot of elementary. We didn't have a lot of free time because we had to help my mom a lot at home. And then at middle school, the same thing. After school, we couldn't be in because we wanted to be in sports, or we couldn't. We had to help my mom with the house, and with my little brother, my sister, and everything. And then in high school, the same thing. But I was 15. I remember I had a quinceañera. My parents made me a quinceañera. My mom was pregnant, and my mom had my baby sister. I was 15 and she was pregnant, but she had my sister when November 14, 1990. And after she had my sister Maida, she had a stroke.
Oh no.
That was, like I said on the past, that this is when my brother too. She had a stroke with my brother. With Maida, it was really bad because she lost her memory. It was tough because being 15, I had to step up. I had to be a mom, and I was 15. And it was so hard for me because I was a ninth grader. I was like, and waking, like, I remember my dad, like, wake me, the baby. My younger, my baby, like, Maida, that's me and her, I have a connection because, it seemed like I raised her. Yeah. Like, and she would tell, so when I'll tell you the story, because she said that she's jealous of Ashley when Ashley was born because it was a girl. But yeah, it was so hard. We used to go to the hospital because my mom lost her memory for almost she didn't know she had kids, she was married. Wow. It was every day we had to take her album with pictures, and it was tough, and it was tough for my lifestyle. It was tough, and you know what, and I don't regret it, like, of course I wanted to be and dance and draw team and stuff, but I didn't have. But it's okay, My family comes first, like my mom and my dad, and I used to cry. I was like, I don't like this style, because I used to blame, like, why me? Why the oldest? We got the oldest is so tough, but you know what? I think that's it. I became a strong woman, and I tell you later on why. Like, that's how I just feel more, strong person. Yeah. And I didn't have no free time, like, during my high school. It's just, coming, like, because my parents were really strict, especially my mom. After school, we had to come home and this and that. But yeah, it's just no free time for me.
All right. I mean, it happens. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I could somewhat relate to that. Did you, while you were in school, elementary, middle school, high school, did you experience any racism, or like have you ever seen like someone being racist to somebody, like Hispanics, chinitas, or like, have you seen any of that before?
You know what, back in the days, you never seen that. You never, like, I never had a problem with racism. But like now, how they're doing. That's how I talk to my kids. I go, damn, back in the days it was,
everybody was just
everybody people. Was like
just one
different and like the same. They were like bonded, back in the days, it used to be like hip hop,
Mhm.
and like everybody like right there. But like now, it's so dangerous that you can't go to the market
Mhm.
walking because you never know you're going to get shot or.
Yeah.
And there's I used to walk me and my sister
Mhm.
walk elementary to the house.
Mhm.
It was like probably like 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
Middle school, I used to Nightingale. It's a distance. We used to in the morning give us a car. Someone would take us a ride, and then coming back, we used to walk or in the
Mhm.
bus. And then high school is just walking.
Yeah.
But I never had a issue with races,
Yeah.
like making fun of, oh, you're chinita or you're black or nothing like that. We're always like together. I never seen that.
All right, that's good. It's very different from our perspective
yes,
now.
yes. Right now it's just crazy.
Yeah.
The world's just going so crazy.
All right. So while you're going to school, like, did you see like generation from your parents changing while you were growing up? Like, how was that like? If you did see any like the generation changing, or
My generation with my parents?
yeah, basically.
Oh yeah, because for them, it's different
Mhm.
because the education for them, it was not a priority.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like I was born, they were born in a ranch, and they were old school too because they learned by their parents,
Mhm.
and for them it's just to survive and to live and everything and to put food on their table. It's just they had to work.
Yeah.
Like my dad, he never finished school.
Mhm.
He finished school first grade.
Oh wow.
He didn't know how to read or write.
Mhm.
My mom finished school when she was a fourth grade
Oh wow.
because I asked her a question like during like why. She goes, because I had to help my dad
Mhm.
at the farm. She used to collect strawberries, fruit, and all that,
Oh, wow.
and to make money.
Uh-huh.
And that's a different and that's how they pushed me being the oldest. Like my dad, I remember rest in peace. My dad was like, you know what? Finish your education. It's
Mhm.
your education. It's more priority because look me, mija. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to write.
Yeah.
And my mom like, do it for you. This is for you.
Mhm.
And it's different. I know it was tough, but it's different.
Yeah. Okay. So, did you work while you were in school, or was your job just to take care of your siblings?
You know what? I was okay. Let me tell you. I was 16. No, I was 15. I was 15. I was a babysitter.
Okay.
I used to babysit
other kids, not your siblings this time.
No, my neighbor's kids.
Oh wow.
She was a nurse. She used to work in the nights, and then her husband worked in the morning. And then when he leaves at 4 a.m, he would because we're neighbors, he will knock the door for me. Okay, I'm leaving. I will go and sleep with them, and then at 7 o'clock I had to change them, get them ready, and then I had to go really quick to change myself, and then I'll take them to school because gates, like you walk there, and then I drop them off, and then I go to Lincoln to drop.
Oh,
or
wow.
sometimes the mom will come early, and then she's like, okay, I'll take the kids to school.
Oh wow.
But I was a babysitter for almost 3-4 years, and then on junior I got a summer job. And my junior, I used to work in Gates. I was working in the office.
Oh cool. Okay.
I was working in the office. I done it for 2 years and 2 summers, juniors and senior, and then in my senior year, my mom didn't. The only one who was working, it was my dad. My dad lost his job, and he used to work in the Goodwill, but he was getting paid minimum. And senior year, it's a big thing, like prom and pictures and all that. And they told me, they were like, okay, if you want to do that, you have to work. And I was like, okay. I had to work. I used to work in the office cleaning.
Oh wow.
In Bank of America with my mom's friend. I used to clean Bank of America's business. I used to go out in the night.
Mm-hmm.
We used to leave like probably like 9 or 10 in the night.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be done. It depends. We do it so fast, like at midnight, 1 in the morning, and then I had to get up at 4 in the morning for my babysitter stuff, because with that money, I went to prom.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't afford my class ring, and it was fine. My senior poetry, I purchased that because my parents couldn't do it, and I purchased my prom dress, and I purchased my tickets for Granny, and that's how I had to work.
Wow. It's not like it was handed to us like that. We got lucky.
Yes, that's what you know what, Elizabeth, that's how I tell my because my parents suffer, and I was like, oh my God. And that's how like I taught Aaron and Ashley, and I always telling them, I got you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm always going to be there for you. And I'm always like, you know what? Like, don't worry about it. I just want you to finish school and, you know, this and that. And I don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. So I know you go back and forth from Alhambra to East LA to visit your mom. Have you seen any changes around East LA or like Lincoln Heights? A little bit.
Oh yeah, Lincoln Heights. Sometimes I have the moments. Sometimes like, because I used to live in Lincoln Heights, with my kids. It was a lot of drive-by. That's why we left. It was getting so worse there in Lincoln Heights that Aaron and Ashley, my son and my daughter, my son is the oldest, and then my daughter is the second one. They used to, being a single mom, like I said, and then my mom started working. She used to work at, Dave & Buster's. But my mom used to take care of my kids when they were small. But when they got older, she got a job, and, they're in first grade. First grade and then second grade. That's the second grade we moved in the beginning of the year, because after that they used to go to LA Biz program. There's a program that after school that they take care of them, and after work I'll pick them up, because it's like a aftercare, like a care, and they'll be like, I had to pick them up before 6, and I'll do it after work. And one time I see Aaron, because Aaron's a talker. Aaron loves to talk. Right away, I was like, how was your day? Guess what, Mom? Guess what? It was a drive-by, it was a shooting, and this and that. And in that moment, when he said that, my heart dropped.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell no, it's time for me to move.
Yeah. Because
it was a drive-by in the playground.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, no, I have to do something about it. And it was a lot of, and I think it's everywhere, gang related, and, this, and it got, back in it got a little bit worse, like in the 2001, 2002, around that year, a lot of gang related, a lot of graffitis, they don't care. And that's, it was time for me, I moved to Alhambra. And Alhambra, compared to LA, it's different, because I remember we used to live in Valley and 7th Street. And I remember Aaron and Ashley said, Mom, the alleys is so clean. It's so clean, no graffiti. Like, wow. They were so amazed that they're like, oh my God, it's nicer. We live in a nicer area. Compare Lincoln Heights and the alleys, it's just
no bueno.
Yeah, it's like you compare like bad, and it's so sad. But since and I just moved them in second grade, and we moved to and it's not far away. It's like probably like
5 minutes,
6 minutes away. It's like we're neighbors, but it's so different. Like damn, it's like so close. And it's like you're like, oh my God, it's so different. Like
kind of like if you walk in downtown, like, oh, one street will be nice and clean, the other one will be like basically like Skid Road.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you did mention you have kids. How many do you have again?
I have 2. I have a son. My son, Aaron. He's the oldest. He's 23, and then I have my daughter Ashley. She's 22.
Okay, and when did you have them? Like what age?
I think I got pregnant when I was 26.
Okay. All right. And can you describe your kids' personalities? Like are they the same? Are they different? Like what's like a funny part?
You
like,
know
what
what?
kind
Both
of
of them
personality?
are you know, they're, and you know what? Now that I'm saying that it's my kids, but I'm blessed. I'm blessed that they're just a smart kids. Like you know what, Elizabeth, we have a relationship that we're best friends, and we're always there for each other.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron, I love Aaron. Aaron is like a teddy bear. If people is like people is scared of him because
Mm-hmm. I remember in elementary school I was like that.
he had a face like
don't talk to me.
Look at me. He had like that bulldog like that like
Yeah.
like, but inside he's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's really like he's so different.
Mm-hmm.
Not like he's my son or anything. He's a talker.
Yeah.
He's a good listener. He loves to talk. He's like Ashley's so different that she's like if you need a shoulder, she's there for you. And she's a good listener. She's like, and Ashley gives the best advice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Not that she's my daughter, and I never heard her talking about negative stuff about people. She's really positive girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah, not that they're my kids, but
mm-hmm.
they're different. You know, there's just
There's
they're not
things,
bad.
yeah.
You know, they're just so different. Personality is just, but I love them.
Yeah.
And I tell them like, you know what? Because sometimes they're like, oh no, you love Ashley more. I go, you know what? I love both of you guys
equally.
Yes.
So I remember you telling me a story when me and Ashley were still in high school, that you guys were walking around the block and like around the corner of your mom's house,
mm-hmm.
and there was a shooting, like a drive-by to like one of your neighbor's house or something like that, and the first thing you do was hide behind the car. What was the moment, like what was that feeling in that moment?
We were coming from around the block. We were coming for the comadre Delia's house. It's my mom's comadre around the block. Okay, we were leaving because I left my car at my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
We're leaving. It was probably like at midnight. We're turning on East Lake and Manitou. We're turning,
mm-hmm.
and there's two cars. We think it's gang related because they were like cussing and everything. But when we heard at the same time cussing and they're like screaming, and then suddenly they're like shooting. Oh my God, my heart dropped. Like, oh my God, they're going to kill my kids or whatever. We right away, there was a car like on the street next to it. I go, let's drop. We drop so hard that we were so scared because I thought that they seen us.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were like, because they're the type of person, if they see winners or something, they will shoot us.
Yeah.
And I was so
like
scared.
No witnesses,
like,
yeah,
it's like, oh, you're going to, say something or whatever. But I guess they were into it, shooting to each other, and I don't know if they crashed or what, or mm-hmm. they were like, but right away when they went straight, I was like, Karen Ashley, because I couldn't run fast. Like, I go, you guys run fast. Go to grandma's house right away. I go,
mm-hmm.
just do not look back. Do not look, just go for, but I go, I don't care. You guys go first, please.
Mm-hmm.
We ran, and that's why, like, for me, since then, like, I don't like to drive even the night.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's dangerous
yeah.
to, and it's everywhere because they have, I could tell you a lot of stories too in Ostorino,
mm-hmm.
that too, it happened to me twice, and they were in the car like really bad. Like, no, it's just, wow. I don't like to drive in the night too much, mm-hmm. because I just
you don't know what anything could happen during the night, like no matter where you are, basically.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And when you see your, like, while Ashley and Aaron were growing up, like, what was your first instinct to do when you see them unhappy? Like, do you coddle them? Like, do you give them advice? Or do you, like... I know you don't brush them off, because I know some parents do be like, okay, and what do you want me to do? But what do you do?
You know what, Elizabeth? Let me tell you. Like I said earlier, my son and my daughter, we have, like I said, we have a relationship so special
Mm-hmm.
that, we're like best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, in the morning, good morning, I love you. In the night, the same, good morning, I love you. Oh, good night.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I get home and they're like, and how was your day? Oh, it's good. Oh, you know what? I'm always telling them about issues with my work, whatever, drama, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell me about their stuff. Oh, guess what, professor? I'm doing this. Like, we're always like, not to sound like, it's always like we know about each other. We know about their lives and everything and this and that. And then, like, as a mother, like, when something's wrong and they, like, I could feel it and I know it. And I would knock and I'm like, Ashley, are you okay, mija? Do you want to talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she tells me, no, Mom, I want to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ashley, I'll leave you alone.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You know that if you need someone to talk, you know I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ready, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
I let her.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. She talks and I listen to her. I give her advice and all, like, and I'm always giving her a kiss in her forehead. Everything be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. The same thing with Darren.
Okay.
Like little things. Listen, or sometimes, like, you know, he's having a bad, you know, day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I give him a hug. And like, you know what, mijo? Let me tell you, you know, sometimes God is testing you.
Yeah.
Our weak, our strong, but you know what? You got this.
Mm-hmm.
I go, don't worry about it. I go, and they know that when something, like I said, as a mother, like I know what, like I give them a hug
Mm-hmm.
and I kiss.
Yeah. Make them feel all better.
Yeah.
All right. So I could tell that obviously how you grew up and how they grew up is really different, right?
Oh yeah.
How would you describe it?
Oh, so different. different.
Is it because of like millennials, Gen Z, like how you grew up with technology, or
it's the old school. Mine's growing up is like, oh my God, old school, and with them is like different. Like, oh my God, it's different with them. But you know what? With me growing up, I had my two parents.
Mm-hmm.
And me, like I said, single mom,
Mm-hmm.
raising my son and my daughter, it was tough.
Yeah.
You know, it was so tough. Just us three. But you know what? I was blessed too because my mom was always there for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was always there for me, and she was, like I said, she was my babysitter since they were small and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay. Did you regret anything while you're growing up in LA?
Oh no.
No?
I don't regret it for nothing.
That's good. All right, for the last question, funny one, right? How's it raising another daughter, aka me, since high school?
Oh my God, Elizabeth, too. You guys, if you see, right now I dyed my hair red, but I had gray hair because of Elizabeth.
No.
But I'm just kidding. Elizabeth, you know, you're awesome. She's, and she knows that I love her. And she's like, oh my God, it's like another daughter here. But she knows, she's always here with me, and it's just, and I'm blessed because I know Elizabeth's in second grade. Sometimes she's a little bit wild.
Loud.
Oh yeah, like loud
loud.
Mexican chinita, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm used to it because my family is just loud too. But she's Elizabeth, and you know I love you, Elizabeth.
Oh yeah.
You know she's you're a sweetheart. It's just, you know, you're always here. But yeah.
I live here. It's okay.
I know. I have to put in my income tax, huh?
Maybe. But that's all the questions I have. Thank you, Maria, for your time. And
You're welcome, Elizabeth. It was, you know what, at first I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I was stressing it. I was like, but you know what, Elizabeth, it's just, I'm glad that we did this. And I'm glad that hopefully you know a little bit more about me.
I do, yeah.
You know, it's just, it was, you know what, it was really nice and share, like, my background. Little things, because a lot of people, you know, I'm really quiet, personal, and private. But it was, I'm glad I did. At first, let me tell you, Elizabeth, I was going to say no.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was going to say no.
Then I would have gone to your mom, to be honest.
Oh, my mom doesn't like it.
No.
Oh. And I was like, no, I don't want to do it. It's like, oh my God, I've got to talk. Da, 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 da. But you know what? It's just, thank you that, you know, you took your time, and I'm sorry that I waited so long, but
no, it's fine.
You know, I had a great time doing it with you.
And me too.
Yeah.
But thank you. So that's all. Thank you for listening, and bye.